Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be filming episode 20 of the Let's Talk series. I am super duper excited to be here with you all today, and if you can tell that from that commotion, we have a little guest. Yeah, she's playing. Let's see if I can show her. There she is. That is Charlotte. She is the new addition to the family. And I'm just letting her stretch her legs and play. And she's about to knock that off. That child. But yeah. So Charlotte is joining us today along with JoJo. He actually is hiding from her. Because she keeps wanting to there it went. She keeps wanting to play with him. And he's not really in the mood. You know. He's a little old man. So let us just get right into this episode. I have one finished object, 2 works in progresses, and updates on the shawl design. So before we get into that, I want to get into the administrative. The blanket drive I'm just really irritated at this point. So I have decided to just do some more research and pick a completely different hospital. I'm tired of playing this email tag with this lady. So hopefully another hospital will be more than willing to accept your donations. And thank you guys so much for all that you have donated. Secondly would be the filming schedule. If anyone isn't aware, you can find our Let's Talk videos uploaded on Tuesdays. The social hour episodes will be uploaded on Thursdays. And oh my God, if you guys could see this. And then I will be uploading on Saturdays our regular podcast. So I also want to thank everybody who has weighed in on the social hour episode 2. If you have not watched those videos, go ahead and go to my channel and give them a watch. I promise you guys, you're going to love it. And I would love to hear your opinions on the topic of discussion. So let's get right into the one finished object that I have. So you guys know that I've been obsessed with Lion Brand Shawl and a Ball, and I already created one shawl for my mom. Well, the other color that I had was called Restful Rainbow, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll look it up and make sure to include it in the show notes. And I created the exact same shawl, but for my grandmother. And I wish I could get a clear shot of the whole entire shawl. Oh yeah, that orange is pretty true to color. So I created it the exact same way that I did the other one. The only difference was I used the recommended hook size, which was a 6mm hook, and on my mom's I only used a 6.5. So I did notice that using the 6mm hook, I got a wider and bigger and longer shawl than the 6.5, and I wish I had did that on my mom's. So I plan on from now just using the recommended hook. It took me the same amount of time to crochet this one that I did the other one. 3 days. It would have taken me less than 3 days if I had just allotted more time to it. But in that time, I was also working on my shawl design, so I think I was delegating enough time to each project, and I was working on my socks. So you guys, I have a full review of this yarn on my channel if you want more specifications about it. So go ahead and pop over to Let's Talk episode 10, Lion Brand Shawl and a Ball review. Ma'am. Yeah, get down. Get down. Anyways, sorry about that. So yeah, I have a full review of this yarn on my channel. If you guys are interested, go ahead and pop over to that and see if you would like to purchase some of your own. I highly recommend this. And if you guys seen my yarn haul, you know I had to pick up some more. So this shawl, I have to make myself one. Like, there's no if, ands, or buts about it. I love this shawl, and my grandma already knows she's getting it in the mail. So I hope that she really, really likes it as much as I enjoyed crocheting it. Sorry if this is kind of loud. Let me cut this down a little bit. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Hello. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. Sorry for that sound being a little too loud, guys. So I have been really practicing monogamous crocheting and it has worked out in my benefit, guys. I don't think that I will be going back to multiple projects because the simple fact is I was never getting anything done. I was filming podcast after podcast with no finished objects, guys. So I think it's really important for me to just monogamously crochet and then obviously update you guys each week. So this finished object was such a joy to knit. I had a lot of fun. This child, she is tearing up my bed. Let me try to lure her. Oh, there she go. Come here. Come here. Mommy gonna put you on timeout. This is a close-up of the baby. This is what she looks like. Oh, you guys. I might have to go put her up. She keeps like, oh, are you biting me, madame? You want to just go run around and play and destroy all my stuff, baby? Yeah. Yeah. She wants to. Okay, so wait. Let me do a full. Let me do a full introduction of this. This is Madame Charlotte Bijou. I'm just kidding. Her name is Charlotte Bijou Fraser. All of my animals have middle names. Stop it, Charlotte. And all their middle names start with a B. She's so mad at me. You're so mad. But yeah, she was a stray that. Ooh. She was a stray that we, we didn't find. Diasha's, one of her friends found her, and she needed a home, so here she is with me. I'm just going to go let her play, because she's tearing my hands up. Go play, girl. Go on. So, she needed a home. I've always kind of wanted a cat, even though I'm kind of afraid of them. So, I just took a chance, and she's kind of mean, but she's all right. She's a little kitten. Anyway, enough about her. So the design of the shawl is literally the exact same as the other one I created. I did the same chain 5 double crochet border that I did on the last one. So the only difference is this one is bigger, it's longer, and I wish I had to use the recommended hook size. This is how much I had left. I did have a considerable amount more left over from this one. I wanted to try to get 2 rows of the border, but I was so close, guys. So close, but I didn't make it. So, with that being said, you guys know I love Lion Brand Shawl and a Ball. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it if you guys want to pick some up yourself. And I don't know, I think the name is called Restful Rainbow, but if you need to know the colorway, just go ahead and look in the description box below at the show notes. So next we're gonna get into our whips. I'm gonna start with the oldest languished whip that I've had, and I do work on very consistently, is my socks. So I am so close to passing the heels, guys. Once I pass that heel, I can knit a little bit more, and then I can start on the ribbing for the cuff. So this socks is knit out of West Yorkshire spinners yarn. The colorway I learned is the numbers. The colorways is sorry. Oh, excuse me. I've literally been up all morning. The colorway is 068790294. It is 75% wool, 25% nylon, 35% blue face Leicester. It's 400 millimeters or 437 yards. So these socks are a labor of love, I'll tell you that. And whenever I'm not working on my shawl, I need a break from my shawl, I definitely pick up those socks. So let's get into what we really want to see, which is the shawl design. So I finally worked it out, how it's gonna be looking like. And this is knit out of Lion Brand. I got Lion Brand on my mind. This is knit out of Red Heart Ombre, and the sea coral colorway. Something about a coral, pink coral, sea coral, but it's got some coral in it. And that's the name of it. It is the most beautiful ombre yarn I have ever seen in my whole entire life, guys. So this is what it's looking like. There we go. And this is what the shawl is looking like. Oh, guys, the ombre is so beautiful. And the shawl is working up very well. I honestly kept taking it apart, because I wasn't sure on how to grow it, but I was talking to Nadira Tini of the I'm so sorry, I forgot her podcast name, but she has the Craftcast. She has the Craftcast. That's what she calls them on YouTube, and she told me to increase on the sides, and thus far that has been working. Obviously it has grown a considerable amount. I haven't really shown it in a while, but I can assure you that it has grown and it's continuing to grow. So I just got to keep going, honestly, and trust the pattern that I'm working out in my head. I think that's my biggest downfall, is I get discouraged very easily. So this is what it's looking like so far when you put it on. I don't have a name for it yet, but yeah, I'm just still crocheting on it. I have 2 testers in mind. I would like one more, but for right now, I'm just trying to, ooh, Jojo. Right now, I'm just trying to get it all worked, all the kinks worked out. And again, guys, I want to apologize about this autofocus. Like, it is making the background look crazy. And I have no idea why it does that. And I apologize so much, because that has to be really annoying. But I just really don't know exactly how to fix that issue. It's just probably a design flaw with Logitech when they offer autofocus in their webcam. So I do apologize about that. Other than that, so with the shawl design, I need to work out the numbers. So once I started figuring out what I wanted to do, I stopped paying attention to the numbers. Oh, excuse me. I'm so tired. I stopped paying attention to the numbers, and now that's really biting me in the butt, because how am I supposed to write up a pattern and I don't even know my own numbers? So I'm highly, highly, highly irritated with myself, but there's nothing that I can really do about it. So I have more yarn. I had to hide it from Charlotte because she kept trying to eat it. But I have more yarn, and oh my god, that autofocus is bugging me. I'm so sorry, guys. I have more yarn, and I plan on just redoing it with the little notes that I did write, and then I will make sure I have everything written and typed up so that it can be tested. So this podcast is super duper short because I didn't really have that much to cover or that much to show. This is gonna be like 10 minutes, because there wasn't really much, and I'm gonna try to, even if I have one thing to show or 2 things to show, still upload, because it's just what I have at the moment. And I apologize if you guys don't like shorter videos, but there's really not much else that I could talk about, considering I've only really been working on a couple projects at a time. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for sitting with me today on this beautiful Saturday at the Crochet Corner. In the comments, just let me know what you guys are working on. Let's start, Joseph Bartholomew. Let's start a little discussion, just let me know what you guys are working on, how you've been liking the social hours series and all of that. And anything else that you want to let me know. As always, show notes will be in the description box below, as well as the best ways to contact me. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for coming, and I'll see you in the next one.